What if I told you that squats, one of the most trusted exercises for people over 60, might actually be making your body weaker, not stronger? Sounds crazy, right? Because for years, we've all heard the same advice. Want strong legs, a healthy back, better posture. Just do your squats. And to be fair, squats aren't bad. But here's the part no one really talks about. Your body after 60 doesn't respond the way it used to. Your joints absorb shock differently. Your nervous system reacts more slowly. And the deep, stabilizing muscles that used to fire automatically, they start to fall asleep. Let me ask you something personal and be honest with yourself. Have your hips started feeling sore during walks? Does your lower back tire out just from standing in the kitchen? Do stairs feel heavier than they used to? If so, you're not weak, you're not lazy. And no, you're not just getting old. According to the CDC, falls are the #1 cause of injury-related death in adults over 65. Harvard research shows that aging joints lose shock absorption, and studies from the Journal of Orthopedic and Sports Physical Therapy reveal that weak gluteus medius, muscles not weak legs, are a major predictor of back pain and balance issues in older adults. And here's the kicker. Most squat routines don't even touch that muscle. So today, I'm going to show you 4 smarter movements that activate the muscles that truly matter, including one incredibly simple exercise most people overlook. Yet, it could dramatically improve your balance, stability, and confidence. Stick around, your future self might thank you for watching this all the way through. Before we dive in, I'd love to get to know you a little better. Drop a comment below and let us know. How old are you? Where are you watching from? And have you ever been told to just do squats to stay strong? We're building a community here. People over 60 who still want to move with confidence, live independently, and take care of their bodies the smart way. We read every single comment, and your story might just help someone else feel a little less alone. Let's be clear about something up front. This video isn't about blaming certain exercises. It's about understanding how your body changes after 60 and how the exercises you once trusted may need to change too. Because here's the truth. After 60, it's not just about getting stronger. It's about staying balanced, stable, and safe while doing the things you love. Whether that's walking your dog, gardening, dancing, or picking up your grandkids. But here's where most routines fall short. They focus on building big muscles like your glutes and quads, while quietly ignoring the smaller stabilizer muscles that keep your body upright and prevent injury. That imbalance can lead to subtle but constant joint pain, lower back fatigue, a creeping sense of instability, and over time, a real risk of falling. The good news. You don't need more effort, you need smarter movement. So, in today's video, we're breaking down 4 common exercises or habits that seem helpful for older adults, but may actually be holding you back if they're not adapted to your age and needs. For each one, I'll explain what's really happening in your body, why it may not be working anymore, and what to do instead with safer, more effective movements backed by real science. Let's dive in, starting with number 4s. Number 4, traditional squats. The most common mistake with consequences most people never see coming. At first glance, squats make perfect sense. They're often recommended to strengthen the legs, protect the knees, and help you stay independent as you age. Many people over 60 do them every morning at home, holding onto a chair or kitchen counter, believing they're doing the right thing for their health. And to be clear, squats themselves are not bad. The problem begins when squats become the only lower body exercise you rely on after 60. Here's why. As we age, the biggest threat to our mobility isn't a lack of strength, it's a loss of pelvic and hip stability. And the muscle most responsible for that stability is the gluteus medius, a smaller muscle on the side of your hip that keeps your pelvis level when you walk, turn, or stand on one leg. Traditional squats mainly activate the gluteus maximus, the large, powerful muscle that helps you stand up from a chair. But they often fail to sufficiently activate the gluteus medius. A 2020 study published in the Journal of Orthopedic and Sports Physical Therapy found that standard squat variations activate the gluteus medius at only 30 to 40% of its potential, far below what's needed to improve balance or lateral stability in older adults. So, what happens next? Your body doesn't stop moving. It just starts compensating. Your knees absorb more stress, leading to gradual knee pain. Your lower back works harder, causing fatigue or chronic soreness. And over time, you begin to feel less confident on stairs or uneven ground. Let me tell you about Sarah, a 63-year-old retired teacher. She did squats every morning for years. Slowly, her knees started aching. Then she noticed she felt unsteady when walking quickly or stepping off curbs. She assumed it was just aging. In reality, her stabilizing muscles were never being trained. A smarter, safer alternative side lying. Hip abduction. Activate the right muscles without stressing your joints. If you're over 60 and struggling with balance, hip fatigue, or knee pain, this simple movement might be the missing piece in your routine. What it is, side-lying hip abduction is a low-impact floor exercise that specifically targets the gluteus medius, the deep stabilizing muscle on the outer side of your hip that traditional squats often neglect. How to do it? Lie on your side on a mat or firm surface. Bend your bottom leg slightly for balance. Extend your top leg straight, slightly forward of your body's center line. Point your toes gently downward. This activates internal rotation at the hip, which better targets the gluteus medius. Slowly lift the top leg about 12 to 18 inches, keeping it straight. Pause briefly at the top, then lower with control. Perform 10 to 12 reps on each side, 2 to 3 sets, 2 to 3 times per week. No need for weights, no equipment, just your body and a little focus. Why it works? Unlike squats, which mainly build power in your thighs and glutes, this exercise teaches your body how to stabilize the pelvis, especially during single-leg movements like walking, climbing stairs, or turning. By strengthening the gluteus medius, you reduce compensation from the lower back and knees, which means less pain, better balance, and more confidence in everyday movement. A 2019 study in the Journal of Geriatric Physical Therapy followed adults over 55 who added this exact movement to their routine. After just 6 weeks, they experienced 28% improvement in single-leg balance, 22% better walking stability, reduced lower back fatigue and hip tightness. And here's the best part, none of them were lifting weights. This is proof that small, specific, well-targeted movements can make a big difference, especially for older adults looking to stay mobile, pain-free, and independent. Sometimes, the safest way forward starts on your side. Number 3, daily walking without lateral stability training. Walking is great, but it's not enough. Let's be honest, walking is often the go-to recommendation for healthy aging. It's simple, it's safe, and for many people over 60, it feels like the most natural way to stay active. And you know what? Walking is great for your heart, your joints, your mood, but here's the catch. Walking only moves your body forward. It doesn't train your ability to stay stable from side to side, which is exactly how most falls happen. Think about it, stepping off a curb, turning quickly in the kitchen, reaching sideways for something on a shelf, losing balance on uneven ground. These aren't forward motions, they're lateral and rotational, and they require a different kind of strength. In a 2019 study published in Gait and Posture, researchers found that daily walking didn't improve side-to-side balance or one-leg stability in older adults unless it was paired with exercises that directly target the gluteus medius, the deep hip stabilizer. What happens without that lateral control? You may feel wobbly when turning or stepping sideways. You start instinctively grabbing furniture or walls to steady yourself over time. Your confidence in your own body slowly erodes. The fix add, standing hip drop and abduction train the muscles that protect you when life catches you off guard. While many exercises focus on strength in a straight line, Posterior hip abduction targets a movement pattern most people ignore, stability during backward or rotational motion. That's exactly where many falls happen: turning, pivoting, stepping sideways, or recovering from a misstep. What it is: a low-impact move that strengthens the deeper fibers of your gluteus medius, especially the ones that control external rotation and posterior lateral stability. How to do it? Lie on your side with your bottom leg bent. Move your top leg slightly behind your body. Rotate your toes upward. This opens your hip into external rotation. Slowly lift the leg just a few inches. Pause, then lower with control. Perform 10 to 12 reps, 2 to 3 sets per side. Standing version works similarly, with your free leg extended back and slightly rotated out. This exercise trains your body to resist awkward twisting forces, the kind that happen when you step backward, turn suddenly, or catch yourself from falling. It also helps correct knee collapse and pelvic sway, both of which increase with age. A 2020 study in clinical biomechanics showed that older adults who added posterior hip abduction exercises improved rotational hip control by 37%, reduced lateral sway while walking, and reacted faster to balance disruptions even after just 12 weeks. This isn't just strength training, it's fall prevention in disguise. Number 2, leg press machines at the gym. Looks powerful, but misses the most important part of staying on your feet. If you've ever walked into a gym and asked, "What's the best machine to strengthen my legs?" someone probably pointed you straight to the leg press. And on the surface, it makes sense. You sit down, load some weight, and push. It feels productive, safe, controlled. Perfect for older adults. Right, not so fast. The hidden problem: fixed machines. Don't train real-life balance. Leg press machines operate on a fixed track. Your body doesn't have to stabilize, shift, or adjust the way it would in everyday movement. That means you're building strength, yes, but you're not training the muscles or reflexes that protect you from falls. A 2020 study in clinical biomechanics followed older adults using gym machines like the leg press. While leg strength improved, there was no meaningful change in their ability to recover from balance loss or sudden shifts in movement. Why? Because machines don't challenge your nervous system, your core, or your hip stabilizers, all of which are critical after 60. What happens when these systems are ignored? Joint stress builds up due to repetitive motion in unnatural angles. Cartilage wear increases, especially in knees and hips. Reflexes dull, making it harder to catch yourself during a stumble. The smarter alternative: posterior hip abduction build real-world hip control without the machines. Unlike gym equipment that locks your body into fixed patterns, posterior hip abduction trains the muscles that stabilize your hips when you move backward or rotate, which is exactly what happens when you turn quickly, step off a curb, or catch your balance mid-step. How to do it? Lie on your side with your bottom leg bent. Extend your top leg slightly behind your body. Rotate your toes upward, opening your hip into external rotation. Slowly lift your leg 6 to 10 inches. Hold briefly, then lower with control. Repeat 10 to 12 times, 2 to 3 sets per side. For a standing version, use a chair for support. Extend the leg backward and slightly outward while rotating the toes up. Why it works. This angle engages the posterior fibers of the gluteus medius, the ones responsible for rotational hip control and pelvic stability. It also strengthens the muscles that prevent the knees from collapsing inward and reduce strain on the lower back during twisting motions. A 2020 study in clinical biomechanics showed that older adults who practice this movement improve their ability to resist rotational imbalance by 37%. And reduce lateral sway while walking even after just 12 weeks. This is the kind of stability gym machines can't train, but real life demands every day. Number 1, high-intensity workouts, HIIT, jumping moves. Train hard to stay young, not so fast after 60. You've probably heard it, or maybe even tried it yourself. High-intensity interval training burns fat fast. Jumping exercises boost metabolism and keep you young. And yes, These workouts can be effective for the right body, but after 60, that push harder mindset can quietly turn into a dangerous trap. Here's why. The real problem isn't effort, it's recovery. As we age, our nervous system slows down. Our joints lose shock absorption, and muscles take longer to repair. Pushing too fast, jumping too hard, or moving without control increases the risk of micro-injuries your body can't bounce back from like it used to. A 2022 report from the American College of Sports Medicine found that older adults over 60 who performed HIIT or high-impact movements were 3 times more likely to experience falls, joint strain, or delayed onset muscle injury, even when they were otherwise healthy. How might you notice that in your own body? Lingering knee pain after just a few minutes of jumping, nighttime cramps or tightness in the hips and lower back, feeling off balance even while walking the next day. You don't need to fear movement, you just need to take back control of it. A smarter fix: standing hip extension with external rotation. Train the muscles that keep you upright, especially when life throws you off balance. This gentle standing movement may not look intense, but it targets precisely what many high-impact workouts miss: your ability to stabilize your hips, spine, and core under rotation, a critical skill after 60. How to do it. Stand next to a wall or chair for support. Shift your weight onto one leg. Extend your free leg slightly backward and outward, not straight behind you. Rotate your toes gently outward, external rotation. Let your torso rotate slightly in the same direction. Pause, then return to start. Repeat 8 to 10 reps per side, 2 to 3 sets. Why it works. This movement activates the gluteus medius, hip rotators, core, and spinal stabilizers all at once. It mimics real-life scenarios like backing up, reaching behind you, or catching yourself during a misstep but in a controlled, joint-safe way. A 2021 study in gait and posture found that older adults who practiced this movement improved reaction time to instability by 36%, showed better spinal alignment, and reduced pelvic asymmetry within 8 weeks. Unlike HIIT or jumping routines, this exercise builds strength through control, not speed, and that's exactly what your body needs to stay strong, stable, and independent after 60. If you've made it this far, you already understand something that many getting older doesn't mean get. It just means your body needs a smarter strategy, one that works with your changes, not against them. You don't need intense workouts. You don't need to chase pain to make progress. And you definitely don't need to do what everyone else is doing. What you do need are movements that support your joints, improve your balance, rebuild the 4 exercises we covered today. Side lying hip abduction, posterior hip abduct, standing hip drop and abduction. Standing hip extension with rotation may seem simple on the surface, but inside your body, they're quietly retraining your entire system to move with control. That means fewer stumbles, less pain, and more freedom to live the life you want. You don't need to be perfect, you just need to start small. Even one set of So whether you're 58 or 78, don't give up on movement. Just give your body the koi. And the best part, you can start right here, right now. No equipment, no, just you, your breath, and a little intention. Now I'd love to hear from you. What part of today's video surprised you the most? Have you ever tried squats or high-impact workouts and ended up with sore knees or a stiff back? Or maybe you've already started doing some of these gentler movements. How's it going? Drop a comment below and share your experience. Every story helps someone else feel seen, understood, and less alone. We're building a community of adults over 60 who aren't giving up, just learning to move smarter. We read every single comment. And who knows, your words might be exactly what someone else needs to hear today. This video is for educational purposes only and does not replace medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Always consult with your doctor or a licensed healthcare provider before starting any new exercise routine, especially if you have joint issues, chronic pain, or a history of falls. Your body is unique, move smart, and move safely.